Yeah, so I'm back with Pokemon Soul Silver, new part, yeah. So I entered the Pokemon, just gonna speed it up because it's not like there's anything special in here. I just buy a couple of potions, just for the long run. And then, yeah. So, like, continuing on, and then as you leave to Route 30, the old guy who gave you the tour, from my last video, he'll give you a map card, which is the map of the region, obviously, because it says that map card. Yeah. And he goes, I wish you luck on your journey. And I'm like, okay, I don't need your luck, I'm just that skilled. Anyway, so I hit a wild battle, and I'm going to skip it. Yeah. And you can pick up a potion over there. That sounded really weird. A potion! Anyway, so you can pick up a potion over there. And if you enter this house, there is this old guy, and like, have to talk to him. And he's like, are you looking for Mr. Pokemon's house? And he's like, oh, it's up there. And do you want the Apricorn case? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So you just walk into this random's house without even knocking, and he just gives you an Apricorn case like he knows you. Anyway, so yeah, and then now you can pick all the apricorns in the trees. So there's a green apricorn right next to his house, which is really convenient. Yeah. You can use apricorns after the second gym. You can use the apricorns and trade them over to this guy who will make special Pokeballs depending on which apricorn you give him. So continuing on, skip another battle, and you can pick up an antidote right there. I know this is a playthrough, but it's more like a walkthrough. But I'm just going to call it playthrough because it's like playing through the game. I'm not going to give every piece of information. Yeah. So I keep encountering Pokemon. I just had the worst luck with this. Ow, I hit my head. So right next, that's Mr. Pokemon's house, and right next to it you can get a pink Apricorn. Yeah, I don't know what Pokeball you can get for that, but anyway, so you enter Mr. Pokemon's house, and then Mr. Pokemon and Professor Oak are there, and then you go for like this long talk. I was thinking about speeding it up, but then the part will be really short, and I don't think you guys want that. So he's like talking about stuff, and he gives me the mystery egg, the egg that Professor Elm was too lazy to get, so I had to go get it for him. I always stuck in everyone's business. Anyway, so he's like, okay, your Pokemon should have a rest, and I'm like, okay, but my Pokemon weren't really damaged in any ways, so yeah. And then Professor Oak's like saying stuff. Can't be bothered reading it, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. And he's like, how would you like to help me out? And I'm like, again, I get stuck in other people's business. He's like, here's the Pokédex. Now you record every piece of information on Pokemon that you see. And I'm like, I just wanted to go on my journey to have fun. I don't want to record anything. I don't want to be like on an assignment or anything. This isn't school. Anyway, so you can finally leave the house. Yay, never going back in there again. So I'm going to just wait. Yeah, as you leave, you're gonna get a call from Professor Alm, and he's like, come back. There's been an incident. This guy broke in to the lab. Anyway, so I'm gonna speed this up because I don't think you'd want to see me running back to, you know, where I live. So, just gonna jump over those ledges, only hit one Pokemon, go in the Poké Center, and come out. So, yeah. And then, as you're about to go to the next route, which is Route 29, your rival, well, you don't know it's your rival yet, but this guy, he comes up, and he's like, let's battle, and it's like, okay, but I'm gonna sweep you anyway, even though you only have one Pokemon, so I'm gonna sweep one of your Pokemon. So, he's gonna send out the one that's conveniently stronger than yours, and he's just thinking, how would you know which one's stronger than mine? How would you know what Pokemon I chose? But, yeah, anyway. So, if you just keep spamming your offensive attack, I think that's what you would call them. Like, yeah, like tackle or something. If you just keep spamming the other person with tackle, it's just pretty simple battle. Because they'll all mainly use like Growl and Leah for like the whole time, so you don't need to panic. It's probably the easiest battle you will ever get from your rival. Actually, it will be. It's going to be your first freaking battle. Obviously, it's going to be your easiest one. Anyway, so normally I'd speed up battles, but because it's a boss battle, I don't speed it up. So yeah, and bless him, got 69 EXP and grew to level 9. That's just very helpful. So, isn't it weird how when you battle your rival, they always give you 69 experience? It's so funny. It's like they have this thing with the number 69. No, it's really weird. And then the sound all quickly goes, and I'm like, what? Yeah, whatever. So he's like, says something. Yeah, I don't know what he says. So I'm going to fast forward it because I don't think he'd want to see me running back to my hometown again. So just, yeah, very skilled, not hitting one Pokemon. Well, I didn't even go through any grass, so I don't know why I would hit any Pokemon. So you enter the lab, and as you enter, Professor Elmer's there with the police, and because that redhead guy's like broke into the lab and stole a Pokemon. Yeah. I don't know how he becomes your rival because you don't even know him. Normally a rival would happen from like friends or stuff from like when you're young or something. So he goes, what's his name? So you get to name your rival. Yeah, so you just get to name a person. It's like, don't they already have a name? They're like 10 years old. Anyway, so I named him Red because he has red hair. Literal red hair. So he's like, here, give me the mystery egg now. So I'm like, okay, so I gave it to him and he jumps back like it's a big excitement, but it's nothing really. It's not a really big Pokemon, it's just like a little Pokemon, obviously. It's not big, but it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm going to be using the egg. I'll give out too much information. Anyway, so yeah, and then he's going to be just like talking. And yeah, and he's going to be, I don't know what he's going to do. So then you can finally leave and actually go on your actual journey. And then you're going to leave, and then Meryl is going to be there with Lyra, and she's going to be like, I'm going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. And the stupid thing is that there's no way to skip this battle. There's no way to fast forward. Well, I can fast forward with editing, but there's no way to fast forward as you're playing the game. So it's just, you're sitting there for a minute and a half straight with not pressing anything, and it takes forever. So I'm going to speed it up because I don't think you'd want to watch a minute and a half battle of just doing nothing. So, yes, she sends out Meryl. Anyway, I'm just going to say that. Its nickname is going to be Ill. So, she sends out Ill, and she's going to be like showing you how to catch this Pokemon. Yes, so yeah, don't know what to talk about. So, she caught the Rattata. Yeah. I'm not going to be using a Rattata because I don't like Rattatas. Yeah, rats. Yeah. So she's going to give you 5 Pokeballs, and you're just like, oh, how nice. So you get 5 Pokeballs, and it's not like they're that expensive in the Pokemart. They cost like $200 or something. So, yeah. 5 Pokeballs is a great way to start out the game. So I'm only going to I'm like taking a long time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like walking around in the one spot. So I haven't hit a Pokemon yet. And yeah, that soon changes. So I'm just going to skip the battle and jump over the ledge and go up through the grass again and get the green Apricorn that was at the start of the game that I couldn't get. Yeah, how weird is that? They have an Apricorn tree before you actually get the Apricorn tree. Okay, so it's like you have to come back and get the Apricorn, but you don't have to, but I recommend doing it. So we're back in Cherry Grove City and I'm going to leave. Bye.